Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Zethythonix channel. Before we start the video, make sure you click that little bell next to the subscribe button so you can get notified whenever I release a video. And also, if you I just gonna, before I start the video, I just want to say something that a lot of people might have a problem on finding where the review, where the time-lapse build, and where the unboxing is. I actually put a timer under the description, so if you just want to watch the review, you can just find it in the description and then click on the timer, and it will automatically teleport it to the time that you want to look at. Just a little thing that I want to tell my audience, because I feel like a lot of people don't use this option. So just letting you know, I did set up for every single video. Anyway, so today we're going to be building the real grade Tallgeese II. It is a pretty, I know I'm pretty late because I can't get my hands on it, and so I kind of asked for a favor, tell one of my friends to bring it over here to me, and there we go. So the Tallgeese II is a premium bandai, of course, and the difference between the OG Tallgeese and this one is basically the head, and they give you the pilot figure and the extra hand option. So just gonna quickly take out everything, and then let's just unwrap it first. Now let's take a quick look. So flipping through the instruction manual, this time they give you a new printed instruction manual, which is I'm pretty happy for. Well, basically they just it's not really that hard. All they do is just change a couple pictures and then just print it out brand new. It's pretty fine. And at the back here we have the decal guide, and we have the pilot figure. Honestly, I'm pretty happy about this figure. It looks pretty cool, but just sadly you have to paint it yourself, and it's pretty small, and I don't really feel like painting it. We're just gonna look at the runners first. So this is the E1 runner. We can see some legs part. We can see the kind of like the head part. We can see some waist part as well. We can see some part of the shoulders. This is the A part. We can see there is the back waist right here, the back waist. We can see the thrusters. We can see the kind of some part of the legs, some part of the arms as well. This is the D1 runner. We can see the frame of the shield. This is the shoulders, and I can't exactly remember what is this part. This is a C1 runner. We have the shield down here. We have the thrusters. We have thrusters, and then we have shoulders right here. And then this is the backpack, the small part of the backpack. This is the backpack, and this is the torso. We have an F runner, which is we given us the hand options, the inner frame of the Doba gun, and then we have some shoulders joint here, and then we have some part of the legs joint as well, and then we have this additional hand right here, the 35. We have the newly molded hand where it allowed the Tallgeese to cross his hands and then do the things they do in the anime. So this is the head. This is the head part, the new head part for the Tallgeese II. This is the E2 runner. We have some legs part. We have some arms part as well, as you can see, gloss white. And we have the G2 runner and G1 runner. They basically are pretty much the same, so we're just going to use G1 to do the demonstration. The G1 runner, we have basically the whole inner frame of the MS. So that's just like the most accurate description that I can get. And then we have an H3 runner. It is a red part. I'm not exactly sure which part this is. I believe this is the head. I think this is the head. So that's it. And then we have the inner frames, of course, a sticker, and two type of beam sabers, which you have a non-color one and a color one. And that's pretty much it. So let's get to the building process. Hey guys, welcome back to review of the Tallgeese II. So this is the finishing product of it. So first off, let's go something, side topic first. I personally like this version more than the Tallgeese one, because one, I feel like the overall design looks way better than the Tallgeese one. And I mean, they pretty much have the same design, it's just the head. It's just the head this time is just a mix with a very Gundam-ish feeling, and I pretty like it. Well, especially this, the top of the head right here. It always kind of makes me remind of like the thing that the chicken had on their head. But anyway, that's another topic. Personally, but for the colors, I like the Tallgeese II better because the Tallgeese II is not really bland like the Tallgeese one, just white and gray. It's not really that bland. The Tallgeese II, you can see some, it's pretty colorful and it's pretty likable as well. But the only thing that I don't like about the Tallgeese series is the Bandai, they use like a glossy white or the glossy blue in this case on the gamma, and it kind of makes me feel like it's a bit it's a bit oily when it comes to the finished product. It looks a bit oily, and I just don't like that really greasy feeling when it comes to visual. But anything other than the color thing, I'm completely fine with other things. The articulation, beautiful. The structures, beautiful. The frames, stable. Absolutely amazing. All right, let's not talk too much, and let's take a closer look to it. First, let's take a look of the head. So the head is basically like mostly new, and under the head structure there's also a Leo head in it, so just like the Tallgeese one that we do a review like a long time ago. The head, so obviously you can see this time it's like a Gundam-ish type of design. So the part that I very admire is this little red part in the head is actually a separate piece that snap on. I absolutely amazed by that. The top, the antenna here is sort of like an antenna thing. The top of like the horn, I would just call it the horn. Okay, the horn is developed by 3 parts, and there's actually one panel line thing up there, so please make sure you do those. The head movement though is very limited actually, because the head is not really supposed to be moving that much, and whenever I move the head it would actually kind of pop out, so I'll just give up moving it. So basically the head is not really movable. It's just you can move for a very small angle like that, and that's basically it. So looking down at the chest is that absolutely nothing, there's nothing different than the Tallgeese one. It's just except the color is just basically switched around. Torso is beautifully done, and as you can see, the cockpit is pretty easy to open. You just basically pull down the middle piece in and you can see the cockpit. Inside the cockpit there's absolutely nothing. This is not MG. You don't expect there's gonna be like a pilot figure sitting in, or there's a pilot chair in there. But one thing that is pretty interesting is just like the unicorn design, actually there's a little flip switch at the back here. If you unlock it, you can actually now move the gun front and back, and then side to side as well. And it's a pretty nice angle. It's not just a little bit. It's actually quite nice. And now if I put it back, as you can see, I'm locked now, so I can't really move the gun. And I'm absolutely happy about the lock thing, because it prevents the gun from accidentally bending the waist, and it's just a very good design. Well done. Now let's talk about the arms. So the arms, is just a ball. It's like a very ball shaped joint, and then the arms is not able to move 360 because the backpack is in the way. But if you take out the backpack, you move. The arms is able to lift up that much. And able to rotate as well. The arms do have one thing that is absolutely grateful to kind of make a compliment about it. So the arms actually have a lock joint. So once you push in and then you turn it around, and as you can see here, even if I pull it very hard, it won't able to come out because it's locked in it. So it's a very good design to prevent the joint accidentally pop out. So the hands down here can be moved as well. The whole arm can be lifted up, not really to the 90 degrees, because the shoulder arm is such a huge piece. The shoulder armor is individual piece as well, so you can move it as well. So we're just gonna briefly talk about the waist, because the waist, there's not really much armor to talk about, but we do have one articulation here where you pull up this little piece of the front here, and then defrost it down at the bottom will pop out. So as you can see, it is like a hidden technology or something like that. The side skirt here is slightly openable, and then we turn it to the back. We turn it to the back, and then we can see that each thruster is able to lift up by its own. So it's a pretty good design as well. Very admire about that design. The legs is able to kick to the front, kick to the back, absolutely kick to the back, because the back skirt actually is movable. And then kick to the side. You just have to be careful because the joint is pretty tight, so you just have to be careful. Able to bend on a good angle, as you can see. And the retract of the legs is very basic RG design. The feet down here, you can move slightly front to back, and then at the tip of the feet here, this little tip of the feet here, you can move it as well. So overall, the articulation on the legs is pretty good. It's just the legs joint, like the base joint on the legs here is pretty tight, so be careful when you move it, because you don't want to break it. Let's turn around and look at the backpack. So the backpack is no different than the Tallgeese 1, so which is the review that I did before. There's absolutely no difference between two of them. No like structure difference or anything like that, but it's just a color difference. But I'm still very impressed on how did they design the backpack. It's absolutely beautiful. So to open it on the full extend mode, you just have to open the side up first, and then you need to pull down this little wing here, as I did. And then all you have to do is you just use your nails and then just kind of clip down, just kind of push down. It's pretty, oh my god, so you need to release this top first, and then you have to just pull down, and then you go. The thruster is open, and you can see the structure inside the thrusters. It's actually pretty good. It's just a little bit hollow. Sadly, it's a little bit hollow, but if you just minus all those hollow places and then you just look at it, it's pretty amazing on how they designed the structure to make it pop out like in the anime, instead of have to manually open up pieces by pieces. It's actually pretty impressive. So right now we're gonna move on to accessory. Accessory, honestly though, it's just an average kind of number, so we're not gonna dig into it like too details. And first we have a shield. Of course, it's attached on right now. There's two beam sabers in it, which you can pull it out from the shield. There's two type of beam sabers that you can choose. You can use this kind of no color ones, or you can use this kind of colored ones. So you have two options. The other one we have, of course, is a pilot figure. This time the pilot figure is not very bland. It's not boring. It's actually got some poses. Is where Treize actually standing up, waving to people, instead of just standing there and then being very boring. All type of we have a different type of hands. We have open hands. We have this is the beam saber. This is the one that for holding the beam saber, and then we have this new hand, which is for you to recreate the scene in the anime where he put his hands on the Doba gun. And then we also have the fist hand. And yes, that's pretty much it. And then for the other accessory, we have the Doba gun. The Doba gun is extendable like the Tallgeese 1. We have additional handles down here. We have movable handles down here as well. The ammo can plug out and then put it back in. So it's a very RG. It's like a typical RG rifle design. And to put the Doba gun on is actually pretty simple. You just have to do the same thing that you did for the shield. You just flip up this little piece here, and then you just need to plug in the Doba gun, and oops, and there you go. The Doba gun is already attached on the gunpla. So this is basically how you put on everything. Anyway guys, this is the end of the review. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is like a very good ROG. As I said, it's based on the it's just a premium Bandai of the ROG Tallgeese. Although it's just the color changes. If you know how to mold parts, you can just do it differently. But it's actually not really attractive for this product, although it's pretty awesome, and it's a pretty good ROG. We have the MG already, and it's bigger, it's detailed, and have all the things that the ROG Tallgeese have. That's why most of the majority of the people will probably skip on this ROG Tallgeese II. But if you're somebody that like a small scale like a very small scale Gamma. This is, if you have the money, this is a must buy P Bandai for me, because I like the small scale better. And and you know, majority of the people probably will skip this product, as I said, because they already got the MG, and the MG came out way earlier. So yeah, so if you have the MG, I think you can skip this one, and that's pretty much it. But overall, I'm very happy about the articulation. I'm very happy about the overall finish. It's absolutely beautiful. I like it. And this is the end of the review. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to drop a like on my videos and subscribe to my channel for more content. Make sure to hit that little bell so you can notify whenever I uploaded a video. And I'll see you guys in another Gundam review. Goodbye!